It's winter and I have a new camera. Not that I think you need a clear picture of this because, ooh man, frightening. I stopped reading Civil War epics back in the 80s sometime. I mean, after you've read John Jake's North and South, you're pretty much done with the genre. Especially if you also manage to catch the TV miniseries with that smoking hot Kirstie Alley as Virgilia Hazard. And that book and the miniseries are pretty much the entire genre. They all follow the same plot line. You've got a dissolute Southern family and or a dissolute Northern family with two elder sons who are torn apart by the Civil War. The elder sons are both trying to avoid killing each other in the various Civil War battles that they, by sheer coincidence, managed to both be at the same time. Both of the sons are progressive and open-minded and conflicted by duty, honor, and country. The eldest southern son not quite ready to give up his slaves, and the eldest northern son not quite ready to accept them as people. Interspersed are scenes of slavery and miscegnation and sex and willful daughters and half-crazy wives and defiant slaves, and that's it. That's the entire genre right there. Except for this one, which I will try to give you a better shot of right there. Yeah. Jacob's Ladder is really focused on the lesser characters. Lesser in the sense that they are the victims of the dissolute Southern and Northern families. In this case, they are the slaves Maggie and Jesse. This is actually Maggie's story, but I won't go into detail because that would be a spoiler. But Jesse is the far more interesting character. He is the only real man in a book filled with a lot of macho, preening, self-absorbed males who think they're men. So what's this about? Well, Duncan Gatewood is the requisite eldest son of the dissolute Southern family, and sure enough, right off he does something rather dissolute by getting Maggie pregnant. Maggie is forced into a slave marriage with Jesse and then sent off, while Duncan is forced into the Virginia Military Institute for his sins, which means he's going to be in the Confederate Army when the Civil War starts. Now, Jesse has been in love with Maggie since they were kids, but Maggie, of course, does not love him. So when all of this happens, he says, "That's it, I've had it," and escapes to the north. He joins the Union Army because he is the only character in this book who stands on principle. He is going to find the woman he loves, and he is going to stand as a man and fight for the freedom that he was promised in the Declaration of Independence some 80 years before. Man, it really takes a long time for society to catch up with an idea, doesn't it? I mean, how long was it before everybody said, yeah, okay, Copernicus, the Earth revolves around the sun? The entire novel revolves around Duncan and Jesse and Maggie. Although thousands of other characters pop in and out, most of them fun and important, such as Silas Omohundro, I think I got that right, a slave trader and blockade runner who figures quite prominently in Maggie's life and who, when he first shows up, you will just hate him. But give the guy some time. There are horrific battle and hospital scenes that will curl your hair, and various brushes with the big Civil War personalities that will make you realize 19th century America is a much smaller place than today. But Jesse makes the entire novel. I kept reading it just to see what he would do. He was resolute and flawed and determined, and in the midst of disaster he stood his ground. Just the kind of guy you want next to you in a foxhole. Old guy here. See you later.